Anton Scoro, bjpin.com, standing next to Danny Castillo. Danny, how you doing, brother? It's been a while.
I'm doing great, man. I'm here at the Expo helping out with the MMA draft, so it's a good weekend. Got to meet a ton of fans, and it's just a great thing that the UFC holds with the fan expos.
So I've got to ask, and this is something that I've asked a few guys this weekend. For you, how special is it, and how, I guess, amazing is it to look back at where you started in this sport and now where you're at, and being a part of this fan expo?
It's when I really stopped to think about everything, it's kind of crazy because 5 years ago I was sitting behind a desk, worrying about a 401k, worrying about health insurance, worrying about stuff like that, and then today, I'm meeting fans and they're excited to see me, and I mean that right there is the best. Like having support from people that I've never even met before that just love what I do in the cage is an awesome feeling.
All right, man. So speaking about guys inside the cage, we've got a lot of amateurs out here for the MMA draft. Talk to us a little bit about that and your part in this, and also what the guys are going to be going through today.
The MMA draft is sort of a way to showcase amateurs. Right now, there's not really a stage for amateurs. If you're an amateur and you're a champ in your local area, I mean, that's all you have. You don't really have anything. What the MMA draft does is it puts you on a national stage. What I'm doing today is I'll be in charge of grading the striking aspect of it. So I'll be watching the fighters, the amateurs, hit pads, and I'll be giving them a grade. I think it's really important, a bad grade or a good grade, it still helps them because it helps them motivate to be better. It motivates them to work different aspects of their game and to be a complete mixed martial artist.
Well, and I think it gives them a good starting point, too, to grade themselves, because they get a chance to have you guys as professionals at the highest level give them a grade, and then they can go home and work on that from there,
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I might not be the world champ, but a lot of these guys look up to me, and I'm definitely trying to be as positive as possible to them, and if they have any questions to ask me, and I'll be more than happy to answer for sure.
All right, so you also started your own business venture here as of recent. Talk to me a little bit about what you're doing with the Pilates Studio and how things have been going.
I just opened up a hot Pilates studio in downtown Sacramento called P2O, Hot Pilates and Fitness. And it was basically a way to, bring in extra income. I can't just depend on my fight career to make money for me. I want money coming in all areas, sponsorships and, business ventures. And this was a great way for me to do that. When we were out here recording Tough, Hot Pilates is really big in Las Vegas. We went to a couple studios and there was lines out the door. The workout just kicked my butt, and I thought that's exactly what Sacramento needed. And so far we're doing really well. First month of business and we have 72 members.
Well, hey man, we definitely wish you the best of luck with that. Coming up for you, though, on the fight side of things, you've got a very interesting matchup, and I think one that fans are really going to be in for a treat with, and that's against Bobby Green. Talk to me a little bit about this matchup and where you think you stack up against Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby Green's, he's a really tough guy, and he doesn't really have the popularity because he fought in Strikeforce, and his fights were pretty sporadic in Strikeforce, but he's fought a lot of big-name opponents, and, other lightweights know who he is, but the general public doesn't really know how it is. So with that, it's, I wouldn't say it's a dangerous fight, but, if I don't finish him in the first round, then people are just going to say, oh, that's Danny Castillo, blah, blah, blah. So I got to go out there and really put on a show, but at the same time, fight a smart fight. Fight the fight that's going to win the fight and give me 2 checks.
All right, so I've got to ask this last one before I let you go, Danny. And, that's fans, because a lot of times fans are quick to judge based off of a fight, and they really don't know what it's like to be in there, and they don't have an opportunity to talk to you guys the way we do. How hard is it to deal with, and I don't want to say the hate, because I don't think it's hate, but I guess just the fans themselves. I mean, is it difficult to deal with that at times?
Early on in my career, it was, it's kind of frustrating. It's like, man, I'm a nice, positive dude. I'm training my butt off. I put it all on the line on the cage, and these people are just, just pretty much hate. But like you said, it's not really hate. It's just people are opinionated, and I know once you once you become a professional athlete, you start to notice that. I hear people saying like Peyton Manning sucks. Like, what are you talking about? Like, he's one of the best quarterbacks ever. Like, what are you talking about? It's just opinions, and everyone has opinions, and I try not to take it personal. And but with that being said, I'm also less opinionated now because I respect people. It doesn't matter who you are. Even if I go to an amateur fight and some guy really stinks up the cage, no one knows what's going on. He could be hurt. He could be fighting with injury. I try to be positive and have respect for everyone who goes out there and puts it on the line.
Sure. All right, man. So before we let you go ahead and plug everything. Tell people where they can come check out the Pilates Studio in Sacramento and anything else you want, man.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate you bringing up the studio. That's awesome. P2O is located on P and 20th in Sacramento, Midtown Sacramento. We have a website also, SacramentoHotPilates.com. That's the gist of it. It was a way for me to make money, but it's really rewarding. I'm seeing people lose weight already, and they're excited about fitness. I got my mom in there. It's just a really exciting thing, and the rewarding thing is seeing people get better. That's like more rewarding than the financial side. So I'm excited both ways.
Sweet, man. All right, guys, check it out. It's Danny Castillo, Anton Scoro, BJPin.com.
Right on.